This conference will now be recorded.
So we heard the term program for many number of times, right? What is a program generally? Sequence of commands given to a computer to get some result. See, let us say I am giving some commands to you like give your pen, give your book, like that. Why I will give commands to you? Because what happened? Joining again? So
No, sorry,
Niban, yeah,
I'm
you are
here
there,
now.
no?
Sorry.
Yeah, no problem. Okay. So let us say I am giving some commands to you, like give your pen, give your book, like that. Why I will give commands to you? Because I want something to be done by you. That's why I will give commands to you. In the same way, I want something to be done by the computer. So what I want, accordingly, I will give the commands. Computer will resolve this command step by step and it will produce the result, answer, output in any way you can call. So sequence of commands given to a computer to get some result is called as a program. So we all know that basically why we have to write the program to get the results in a faster manner and also to get the results in an accurate manner. Also to get the results in an accurate manner. See, if I do a task manually, I may be taking lot of amount of time and that too there is no guarantee for the accuracy of the results. I am human being, I will do mistakes. But if the same task is done by a computer program, it will produce the results in very accurate manner and that too in a very faster manner. Within seconds or even within nanoseconds, it can produce the result. So sequence of commands given to a computer to get some result is called as a program. We will write programs to get the results in faster manner and also to get the results in an accurate manner. So anyhow, we are writing the code to fulfill the requirements. We are writing the code to fulfill the requirements. Code means what? Our instructions, our commands. See, this code can be written in two ways. By using programming languages, we can write the code, and by using scripting languages, you can write the code. In order to fulfill the requirements, I am writing the code. That code can be written in two ways. By using programming languages, we can write the code. Also by using scripting languages, we can write the code. But what is the difference between programming and scripting languages? Let us see for now the basic differences between programming and scripting languages. In programming languages, let us say the task to be done is very small. Like let us say the task to be done is to add two numbers, subtract two numbers, like that. In programming languages, for small tasks also, we have to write several instructions. For small tasks also, we have to write several instructions. See, as the number of instructions are more amount of memory is required to store them. Number of instructions are more means more amount of memory is required to store them. So, cost of maintenance will be very high for the programming languages. And we will call programming languages as heavyweight languages because the code will be very lengthy. What I told you, in programming languages, for small tasks also we have to write several instructions. Maintenance cost will be very high and we will call them as heavyweight languages. How about the scripting languages? So how about the scripting languages? In scripting languages, let us say the task to be done is very small. We have to do a large task. For large task also, we can write very few instructions. For large tasks also, we can write very few instructions to finish. See, number of instructions are less means what? The memory required to store them is also less, right? Because of that, cost of maintenance will also be very less. And we will call scripting languages as lightweight languages. See, in programming languages, for small tasks also we have to write several instructions. Because of that, maintenance cost will be increased and we will call them as heavyweight languages. Scripting language means like the task to be done is very large. That's okay, no problem. With very few instructions, we can finish that task. Cost of maintenance will also be very less. And we will call the scripting languages as lightweight languages. Lightweight languages. So, what is Python? Python is basically a scripting language. Python is what? It's a scripting language. See, whenever I am saying Python as scripting language, number of instructions in Python are very less, maintenance cost of this Python scripts are very less, and we can call Python as lightweight language. Lightweight language. So, who has created Python? See, Guido van Rossum created Python in the year 1989 and after 2 years, after several modifications and refinements, it is released into the market. That is in the year 1991. Python is created by Guido van Rossum in the year 1989. After 2 years, after several modifications and refinements, it got released into the market in the year 1991. Okay, see, Guido van Rossum created one language. Why he kept the name of the language as Python? Is there any reason? Yes, there is a reason. See, Guido van Rossum, while creating this language, just for relaxation, like he used to read some comedy novel series. Guido van Rossum, while creating this language, used to read some comedy novel series. What is the name of the novel series? Flying Circus. Who is the author of Flying Circus? Monty Python. Monty Python. Simply speaking, Guido van Rossum used to read the books of Monty Python. So he just has chosen the author name as the language name that he has created. Nothing more than that. Guido van Rossum used to read the books of Monty Python. So he has chosen the author name as the language name that he has created. Okay, so now I will tell you the best part in Python. What is that? See, I have chosen one logic. Let us say logic to add two numbers. See, I have chosen one logic. That logic I am writing in Java. Same logic I am writing in .NET. The same logic I am writing in Python. I have chosen one logic. That logic I have written in Java, in .NET, also in Python. The logic written in Java is taking 5 seconds to produce the result. The logic written in .NET is taking 3 seconds to produce the result. The same logic written in Python is taking 1 second to produce the result. See, the same logic I have written in the three languages, right? The logic written in Java is taking 5 seconds to produce the result. Same logic written in .NET is taking 3 seconds to produce the result. Same logic written in Python is just taking 1 second to produce the result. That means the code written in Python is getting executed in a very faster manner. The code written in Python or Python can produce the results in a very faster manner while compared to the code written in other technologies. Most of the other technologies. But why like that? Why Python is so fast in producing the result? Yes, I will tell you the reason. See, I have one requirement. What is that? I have to print 19 onto the monitor. I have to print 19 onto the monitor using a Java program. I have to write a Java code or program to print 19 onto the monitor. So for doing that, how many instructions we have written? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Just to print 19 onto the monitor in Java, you are writing 9 instructions. You are writing 9 instructions. See, to print 19 onto the monitor using Python. If I want to print 19 onto the monitor using Python, how many instructions I'm writing? Just one line. I will explain this instruction in the next class anyhow. See, to print 19 onto the monitor in Java, you have written 9 lines. To print same 19 onto the monitor in Python, just you have written one line. That's it. So number of instructions are very less now in Python. So the processing speed will be very high. One line will be processed fastly or 9 lines. Of course, it is one line, right? So number of instructions in Python are very less. Because of that, the processing speed will be very high. It will produce the results in a very faster manner. Got it? So now what we will do, we will see some features in Python. See, we have already discussed like Python is a scripting language, and then Python is an open source. Open source. See, to write and execute Python programs, we need to download the Python software. We need to download the Python software. Anyhow, I will show you how to download that, no problem. See, actually, if I want to write and execute Python programs, I have to download the Python software. To download the Python software from the internet, do you need to pay anything? No. Python software you can download for free of cost. It's totally available for free of cost. You can download that. See, if any software is available for free of cost in the internet, then that is called as open source. If any software is available in the internet for free of cost, then that is open source. If Java software is available for free of cost in the internet, then Java is called as open source. Python is also available in the internet for free of cost. So Python is also open source. Okay, open source means what? The software, if any software is available for free, then it is open source. Yeah, Python is definitely an open source. You can download the software for free of cost. You can just go with this link and you can download anyhow. The downloading and installation I will be showing you in the next class. So what is the next point? Python is a language with huge following of volunteers that are constantly trying to improve it. What I exactly meant by this point, let us see. See, let us say I am having 20 years of experience in Java. 20 years of experience in Java. Let us say like that. I thought that if X feature is there in Java, it will be so good. If X feature is there in Java, it will be so good. See, unfortunately, that X feature is not there. As I am very good in Java, I am only writing the code for the text feature, and what I am doing, I am contributing that code to the Java community. So from now onwards, in Java, one feature got added that is nothing but X. In the same way, I thought that if Y feature is there in Java, it will be so good. But that is not there. As I am very strong in Java, I am only writing the code for that feature and I am contributing that code to the Java community. So from now onwards, in Java, one more feature got added that is nothing but Y. See, Java community means what? These are the people who will maintain Java. They will do updations, modifications, and everything. In the same way, to the Python community, several people are contributing the code to the Python community. Several people are contributing the code. If one code is contributed, one feature will be added. If several codes are contributed, then several features are added. If several features are added, language will become more and more powerful, right? So, what I told here in the third point,
More and more advanced than that case.
yes, correct. So, here there are several volunteers who are
Okay.
trying to improve Python. How they are improving Python? By contributing the code. By contributing the code, they are improving Python. Nothing more than that. Okay. Next point is what? Python is an object-oriented language. Everything is treated as an object over here. See, you may have a question like, what is object? What is class? What is object-oriented language? How can you decide whether a language is object-oriented or not? See, all such things we will be discussing in the first topic of advanced Python. That is in the OOPS topic we will be discussing. Okay, so I'll be telling you very clearly all the answers. So for now, you please remember that Python is an object-oriented language and everything is treated as an object over here. Next, Python is very flexible. It's not like you should have only Windows operating system in your laptop to install Python. It's not like that. If you have Mac OS, Linux OS, Vista OS, Windows OS, whatever, it's okay, no problem. Whatever OS you are having in your laptop, that is not going to be an issue. So you can install Python and you can write and execute your scripts and you can write and execute your scripts. It's not like Python software cannot be installed in this OS, in that OS. It's not like that. It's completely compatible. Any OS is okay. You can install Python software and you can work on that. So, see, this point is very important. Python is having a rich set of libraries or modules. Using these libraries, you can satisfy your requirements in different areas, fields, or in contexts. See, for now, you please think of libraries or modules as predefined things. Anyhow, in our course, we will be encountering the modules, but see, for now, you please think libraries or modules as what? As predefined things. See, for example, in English, the predefined things we are having like A to Z. See, using these, you can construct the words, you can construct the sentences in the same way. In the same way, Python is having 230,000 plus modules. If you use one module, you can satisfy your requirement in one particular area. See, for example, in Python, there is a module called as OpenPyXL. OpenPyXL. See, if you write the code using OpenPyXL module of Python, and if this code is executed, what will happen? Automatically an Excel file will be created. You will be able to write the data, read the data, modify the data in the Excel file. You can perform Excel file operations by using OpenPyXL module. See, I told there are several modules now, among which OpenPyXL is one of the modules. If you write the code using that, and if that code is executed, an Excel file will be created. You will be able to read, write, modify the data in that. To perform Excel file operations, we will use OpenPyXL module. Next is what? OS module. See, OS means what? Operating system. Let us say I want to create a folder in the D drive. How can I do that? So I'll just open the D drive and I will right click on that. I will go to new folder. Like this manually I will do, right? But see, let us say I have written some code using OS module. See, if this code is executed, automatically one folder will be created in the D drive. One file will be removed from the E drive. All the files of C drive will be copied into E drive. See, if the code written using OS module is executed, OS level operations can be performed. OS level operations can be performed automatically. Okay, so there is a module called as matplotlib. If you write the code using matplotlib module, if that code is executed, what will happen? See, actually you have collected some information from CSE, from Computer Science Engineering Department. 50 is the cost percentage. From Triple department, let us say some 60 is the pass percentage. Like that, you have collected some piece of code. Sorry, you have collected some information already. What you are doing, you have written some code using matplotlib module, and if this code is executed, what will happen? What will happen means all your data will be generated in a graphical manner, like using bar graphs, using pie charts, using histograms. You can represent your data. See, matplotlib module is meant for generating the reports in a graphical manner.
Ma'am, just
Yeah,
one quick question I have.
yes, please.
Like matplot library, you said that it's basically to represent data in a graphical manner, like
Yes,
whatever input we have given to the program, to the
yes.
code. I want to ask you, like there may be many numerous number of libraries, right?
Hmm.
And from core and advanced Python syllabus point of view, can you just give us an idea, a brief, I mean, like a kind of a hint, how many libraries will we require to remember or memorize?
Remember.
Is it
Yeah, yeah. I got your point. Let me finish this demo.
okay?
I will be telling. Okay,
Sure,
right.
sure. Okay, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So next is what? There is a module called as Pygame. Pygame. If you use Pygame module and write the Python code, what will happen? If this code is executed, one good game will be created. So Pygame is meant for game development in Python.
This
Similarly,
Pygame is again a library, right?
yes, yes. I'm
Okay,
talking
okay,
completely about the modules only. Okay, this 2 lakh
okay.
30,000 is there. Na?
Okay.
So anyhow, I don't tell regarding all the 2 lakh 30,000. I'm just mentioning few, just to make you understand that how beautiful Python is, or I just want to
Yeah,
understand you like
correct.
what are the several applications of Python, why you should learn Python.
This,
Okay, that's what I'm
this is actually
telling.
very interesting. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, fine. So there is a module called as what? Django. D is silent. If you write the Python script using Django module and if the script is executed, what will happen? One good website can be created. Website means what? Collection of web pages like Gmail, Google, Yahoo. See, Django, simply speaking, Django module is meant for web development in Python. To create the websites, we will use the Django module in Python. Similarly, there is a module called as SciPy to perform the scientific operations like sine, cosine, tan, all such operations. To perform the scientific operations in Python, we will be having the SciPy module. In the same way, we are having PyDoop module. PyDoop means what? Python plus Hadoop. Python plus Hadoop. If you want to satisfy your requirements in the Hadoop area, like posting the data into the cloud, getting the data out of the cloud. So such type of requirements, if you want to satisfy, especially to satisfy the requirements in the Hadoop area, you will be using the PyDoop module. So in Python, there is something called as robotic framework. If you use robotic framework of Python and write this Python and write the script, then what will happen? If this code is executed, you can make a robot to lift its hand, to move its leg like that. So you can design the robotic movements using the robotic framework of Python. See how beautiful it is. It is having several modules which can satisfy the requirements in Web scraping. Web scraping means what? Connect, getting the required information from the internet, getting required information or data from the internet. So there are some modules which are used for web scraping, which are used to satisfy the requirements in networking area, in artificial intelligence, neural networks, data science, machine learning, data visualization, data interpretation. See, as this is having 230,000 plus modules, it is going to satisfy several requirements in several areas or fields or in contests. So that's why it's not like only Python developers who are showing interest to learn Python. Everybody, almost everybody is showing interest to learn Python. Because let us say, like, they may be in any field or any area, that's okay. But definitely in their life, at some point of time, they should write some Python script to satisfy the requirement. Let they be in Hadoop area or whatever. Definitely there should be one day where they have to write the Python script. See,
Correct,
simple
correct.
example. Yeah, I am a Java developer. Even though I will learn Python, but why? I am a Java developer. Now, what's the requirement for me to learn Python? See, client has given one requirement to me. Accordingly, I am writing the code. Which code? This is Java code. This is a Java program. See, when I am writing Java program, I found one logic to be very, very lengthy. See, one logic I have to write here and it is very, very lengthy. This is a Java program. So if that logic is also written in Java, I came to know that approximately it is going to take 50 lines, sorry, 500 lines. If the same logic is written in Python, it's going to be just some 120 lines. See, this is which program? Java program. That's okay, no problem. You can embed the Java, you can embed the Python script in the Java program and you can run this like a regular Java program. See, you're doing one Java program, you felt like one logic is very, very lengthier. So no problem. You can just write that logic in Python. If you integrate a tool called as Jython, Jython means what? Java plus Python. If you integrate Jython tool in your Java project, you can embed wherever you want. You can embed the Python scripts in the Java program and you can run this like a regular Java program. So in the same way, let us say this is a .NET program. This is a .NET program. Same problem. I felt one logic to be very, very lengthy. Can I write it in Python? Definitely yes. Even though this is a .NET code, no problem. You can embed the Python scripts in the .NET program and you can run this like a regular .NET program by integrating a tool into your .NET project. What is that tool? Iron Python. If you integrate Iron Python in your .NET project, what you can do, wherever you want, you can put the Python scripts in the .NET code and you can run this like a regular .NET code. Okay, you can run this
Mhm.
like a regular .NET code. So like that, even though I'm a Java developer or even though I'm a .NET developer, I will definitely prefer to learn Python because it is
Python.
helpful for me na, in this
Mhm.
situation.
It's like very user friendly. That's the main reason why people are getting attracted to Python nowadays.
Yes, correct, correct. Very, very simple. So small
Hmm.
example I have shown, right? So to print 19 in Java, see how lengthy the code is. But here, just print 19, that's it.
Yeah,
So it's that easy. Yeah. Okay. So finally, I just want to tell you why Python became so popular in the market. So the first point is what? Less developers effort. See, we will feel easy to write 9 lines or 10 lines or one line means definitely one line. So our effort will be reduced. Effort will be reduced. Number of instructions are less. So effort is less. So performance will be very high. That means the execution speed or processing speed will also be very high. So the high performance. So the code written in Python will be processed very fastly and you can see the results also in a very faster manner. Third point is very, very important. We know wide or huge range of applications. Wide or huge range of applications. See, It is having 2,30,000 plus modules, right? So
Mm-hmm.
using them, you can satisfy your requirements in several areas. And the fourth is, see, they have provided these many modules. Are they charging anything for this? No, it's completely an open source. The fifth point is very, very simple and easy to learn. To learn Java, you must have some knowledge on C. To learn .NET, you must have some knowledge on C or C++. But to learn Python, no coding background is required. Person with zero coding knowledge can learn this Python very, very easily and quickly in very less amount of time. That is the greatest advantage. So one can start his coding career from this language. No coding prerequisite is required for this. Okay, that's the greatest advantage. That's the reason, especially people from non-IT background are preferring this technology. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
this is some introduction to Python, and I just want to mention few things here. See, if I speak one word or if I tell one code, that is very, very clearly written in my material. See, my material will be very, very clear. See, if I type something in the PyCharm is the software where we will give our code and see the results. I will show that in the next class anyhow. So if I type something, tell something and go, you will not get it right. So after the class, it will definitely become a good reference for you. So this is my material. So I'm going to share this material with you once the classes have started. Okay. So I kept the course content. Na? Accordingly, in the same order, I've prepared the material. So again, actually, I
Ma'am,
have
so
sent the links.
this material, sorry to interrupt.
Mhm. No problem. Tell me. Tell me, please.